Hello friends, welcome back to another brand new video. I'm Aditya and in this video we'll be talking about and understanding the concept of variables and data types. Then we'll be taking a look at very commonly used data type, that is integer. So without wasting our time guys, let us get into the video. So friends, first let us understand the concept of variable and data type. So a variable can be assumed to be like a box which is like acting as a container in which you can store anything like a data, or for example now we'll take and keep some cubes. So a box with cubes, so that box is nothing but a variable and the cubes are nothing but the data. Now let us take another box and put inside that some spheres. So now that is also a variable, but it has a different shape or different type of data, nothing but spheres. So box 1 has cubes and box 2 has spheres. So that defines the type of data, and that type of data is nothing but data type. So what type of data is inside that variable? So commonly in most programming languages you have data types like strings, integers, booleans. So in Unreal Engine we have vectors, rotators. So we'll take a look at a very commonly used data type, that is integer, across all programming languages. If it is Unity or C++, Java, it is very common in them. So in Unreal Engine specifically, we have three kinds of data types to store numbers. So the first one being byte, second one being integer, and third one being integer 64 according to their sizes. So now what do I mean by sizes? So size refers to the amount of data that that particular data type can hold. So suppose first let us take the example of byte. So byte can only store values from 0 to 255. So it cannot store neither negative values nor numbers above 255. If you want to store 256, you cannot inside byte. So this data type can be useful if you want to store RGB values like 0 to 255, right? So that can be helpful in that byte data type. And when it comes to integer and integer 64, so integer is kind of, it has a range which is negative 2 billion to positive 2 billion, I guess. So I'll just put up on the screen the limit for integer and integer 64. Integer 64 is pretty huge. I don't even know what to call that number. It is very huge. So depending on the usage, you can choose between all these three. If you want very huge number to, if you want to store very huge number and do calculations on those, then you can use integer 64. For normal use cases, you can just use integer data type. So now let us take a look and see how we can create these variables, assign them a particular data type and print them to the screen and see how it works. So previously we have worked on blueprint classes, right? We have created them and seen how we can use them. But for now, from now on, we'll be actually using level blueprint, which is actually quite easy to use. So it doesn't have much complicated things and it's very simple. To open a level blueprint, we will go to the blueprints tab on the top, as you can see over here. So I'll just click on this and here we can see level blueprint. So we can click open level blueprint and it will open it. So once it opens, you're going to be presented with a screen like this. Here it shows my blueprint, event graph and details. So what I'll do is I'll drag this details tab and I'll put it down over here. So to create a variable first, as you can see over here, there's a variables and here we have a plus icon, right? So you can just click on that and you can also do add, and here from here also you can add a variable. So adds a new variable. So you can use any of these. So I'll just click on this and here you can see new, it is asking for name of the variable. So here we'll just set ammo. So bullets, guns, ammo. So how many bullets does it have left? So here by default it is on integer. So we can also, if we just click on this, so if we just click on this current type integer, if I just click here, you can see all the different data types that Unreal Engine provides. So almost the boolean, byte, integer, float, double and string, these are kind of common in all the other programming languages and game engines. So even vector, rotator, transform, these are specific to 3D game engines. So for now let us just keep it to integer. And now if I just select this variable, as you can see in the details panel, it pops up everything. So I'll just drag this over here and let us see this in more detail. So here we can see the details tab. So when I select a variable, it is showing all the details of that variable. So here it has the variable name and here it is showing us the integer. So it is showing the data type. So if I again click over here, we can change it from here itself. And here on the right side, you can see the showing array, set, map. So these are collections. We'll see that later. Now we have instance editable. We'll go on through all these properties through the course of time. So for now, we'll just focus on this, the default value. So the default value is given 30. Usually it is 0. I don't know why it is showing 30. Maybe because I have used the variable somewhere. I don't know. So let us just set the variable to some like 90. So now the variable holds the data of integer of value 90. So I'll just drag it back over here again. And now to use the variable, what we can do is we can just select it and drag it into the graph like this. So once you release your mouse, you're going to get these options like get and set ammo. So get is nothing but getting the value, and set is nothing but setting the value. So we can, if I use the get node, what I can do is I can use the value inside that variable. So a basic example would be, we'll just do an event begin play, and an event begin play we'll just do print string as we have done previously. And once here, as you can see, the print string, it takes a string data type, whereas we have an integer data type, right? So usually for all the common data types, Unreal Engine automatically converts it. So if I drag this over here, integer, and put it on string, here you can see it is showing us convert integer to string. So I'll press this and you can see a conversion node. So this is how we use the get node and print it to the screen. So let us see this in action. So I'll just compile this and let us hit play. So here you can see it is printing 90. Now let us see how we can use the set node. So to use the set node, we can just drag it like this over here and select set. And here we'll just drag the execution flow over here. So now after printing the string, we are going to set the value, and we'll set the value to 30. So the previous thing, I think. And once we set it to 30, we'll again call print string, and here you can see here it already gives us another node. So here we can use this. So after setting the value, it is giving us the same variable value. So retrieve the value of the variable can use instead of a separate get node. So I can just use like this instead of dragging this and copying this and pasting it over here like this. We can just use the same thing over here, which already is provided by the set node. So let us run this, and now if we run this, you might not notice the set node in action because it will just print both of these values, that is 90 and 30 at the same time. So I'll just hit play, and here you can see 30 and 90 are displayed at the same time. To actually see it working, what we can do is we can add a delay node. I think we have used this node before, so I'll just call delay. So delay node will actually wait for some time. So whatever duration we give, usually it is in seconds, so it will wait for that time. After it waits, then it will run whatever it's there on its right side. So whatever it's there after this completed node execution flow, it will run it. So after it completes 2 seconds, then it will go and set the value to 30, the ammo variable's value, then it will do the printing. So let us see this in action. I'll compile this once again and let us hit play. So here 90, and then you can see 30. So I hope you have understood the basic concept of variable data type and how we can create a variable, how we can set, get a variable, and how we can print it to the screen. Obviously, we have seen that before. So I hope you have understood this concept, and if you like this video, hit that like button, and also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon and select all notifications to never miss any updates on my channel. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video.